Welcome back to Living Local. With more Americans seeking treatment for mental health issues, it's important to have access to help when it's needed. And that's why Vera French Community Mental Health Center has built a system of mental health care that's available to all 24/7. And to help more people in our community, they added a second full-service location. And here to tell us all about it is Dr. Rich Whitaker, CEO of Vera French Community Mental Health Center, which is also this segment's sponsor. Dr. Rich, nice to have you back.
It's great to be here too. Thank you.
All right, so how are things going at the clinic at Duck Creek?
You know, it was slow at first because we had to let people know where it was and they had to figure it out.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just been busier just about every day. Last week, even with all the weather that we had, it was still really busy. Just really people coming in and getting the services that they need.
Yeah. And
right now we've got plenty of capacity to be able to serve people no matter when they come in.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. Are therapists at the Vera French Clinic at Duck Creek able to refer to the same services that your therapist at your clinic on Central Park? How does that work?
Yeah, that's actually one of the great things about having a full array of services no matter where you go to Vera French. There at the Duck Creek location, you know, we've got our therapists, we've got nurse practitioners who can do medications, but we've also got the integrated health home team. We've got a full team of people who have a nurse, who have care coordinators and peer support specialists that can follow up in between sessions and really provide some of those wraparound kinds of services. Plus, people can refer to all the other services we've got at Vera French.
Yeah. So share with us what a person might experience getting therapy services from Vera French and what a referral might look like.
Yeah, so let's say somebody comes in and they've got anxiety and maybe some depression going on and just really struggled with maybe some of those challenges. And then in the course of therapy, the therapist learns that, hey, they could really benefit from some help getting maybe a better job or getting a job because they maybe lost their job as a result of their mental illness.
Yeah.
And so we've got a service called Individual Placement and Supports that therapist can then refer that person to, and they can then get help with that in addition to working on their mental health needs. And that individual placement and supports helps people find the job they want and keep it because it provides the supports they need to make sure that they can keep that job long term.
Yeah, a lot of folks are going through that now. You know, that's a lot of stress.
Right.
Yeah, and that really does a number on your mental health.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And maybe the person has a family member that's maybe an older adult that has some issues. Once again, a referral can be made to individuals that we've got who specialize in that. We have a psychiatrist who specializes in geriatric medicine.
That's awesome.
You know, maybe they've got children who are struggling in school. We've got services that can be referred to there. We've got this centralized point of access too, so that all referrals are coordinated so that we know where the openings are, and we can make sure people get into services right away. That's awesome.
So how does Vera French follow up in between therapy appointments?
You know, we've got a couple of different options there. The integrated health home, that is really what they do. They follow up in between appointments, not just our therapy or nurse practitioner medication management appointments, but also in between their doctor appointments, their dentist appointments. They make sure that people get to the care they need and that they're not missing out on any of the treatment that they need to really live their best lives.
Yeah, so it must be kind of reassuring to, as a therapist, to know that all these options that are out there to back up the therapy, that's probably helped a lot with recruitment and such, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, working in private practice, for example, is kind of like being a lone ranger sometimes because you are it. And making referrals, you've got to refer outside of your organization. You're trying to, you know, find places where people can go. At Vera French, the therapist has all these people behind them, people ready to go, ready to serve their clients' other needs besides what the therapist is working on. And then that therapist coordinates with those other sources, those other services to make sure that everything really is kind of working together for that person's best interest.
Yeah, definitely. How does a client access services at Vera French Clinic at Duck Creek or even Central Park, both service locations?
Yeah, you know, we've got same-day access at both the Central Park Clinic and the Duck Creek Clinic. Central Park's 5 days a week, Duck Creek is Monday through Friday. But you just walk in during those same-day access times, and you can get right in. Or call, because we've also got that centralized point of referral where we've got somebody who will know the services that you're needing, and will refer you to those directly. So
important. It's great that what you do for our community, and to have all those services available for everyone. Dr. Rich, thanks so much for coming in to talk to us today.
You're welcome.
All right. Again, this segment was sponsored by Vera French Community Mental Health Center. And for more information, you can go to verafrenchmhc.org. And we'll also have all those details posted on ourquadcities.com.